What's up, guys? Elijah Scheidler here, owner and supervising broker of Venue Real Estate. Out doing errands today, thought I would do my weekly vision video from Treeline Coffee. Now, if you've never been out to Treeline, I can't recommend them enough. That their attention to quality and craftsmanship in coffee is exquisite. They have two locations. I'm at the location that's at the corner of Wallace and Cottonwood. They have a second location that's downtown Main Street, just across from the Lark Hotel. And when I first got here to Bozeman, I worked at Cold Smoke Coffee House for 3.5 years, and I actually got to work with Daniel, one of the senior staff members and trainers here at Treeline Coffee. Now, when Daniel came to us at Cold Smoke Coffee House, he had lots of experience as a pour-over barista, which, if you're not into craft coffee, pour-overs it's like a drip coffee with people that have a refined palate for coffee. Now, he had lots of experience as a pour-over barista, but he didn't have a lot of skill or experience in the area of craft coffee, such as lattes, cappuccinos, espresso preparation, latte art. And so myself and the manager that were there had collective 20 plus years of experience in craft coffee, and we poured all of the tricks of the trade that we knew into him. After about a year to year and a half, Daniel left Cold Smoke Coffee House and came over to Treeline Coffee. Now, the thing I love about coming and getting coffee from Daniel is that Daniel took everything that I poured into him from a 12-year career in coffee as a barista, and he's taken his skill to a level that is far beyond anything that I ever produced as a barista, which is such a celebration. Now, here today, it went to the whole another level in that when I came in and got my coffee, I was chatting with the barista at the cash register and found out that it was this young man's first full shift by himself off of his training regimen. And his trainer was Daniel. Now, I think the celebration in that is that my latte today, that though I didn't make it physically, that as I enjoy my latte and I drink it, that I have participation in the making of this latte. That all of the experience that I received and excelled in, that I passed that along to Daniel, that Daniel took it to a whole different level than I ever did in my career, and that now he is training other baristas here in the Bozeman community to produce coffee that is exquisite. So now I'm drinking a latte that my skill and expertise helped to produce, and I paid money for it, and I'm not getting any of the financial compensation back from the skills that I imparted to the barista that made it for me. Venue Real Estate exists to build thriving community by brokering properties through collaborative commerce. Now, this is the taste, this is the savor of success in succession. And it tastes good. And it exemplifies perfectly what I'm going after in Venue Real Estate. As I get to spread my vision and mission to more people and partners here in the Bozeman community, something that I keep hearing on a regular basis is, "Sir, you are a bit of a unicorn." Now, what I think people mean by that is that as little kids that we believe in unicorns and we hope that they're real and they're these mythological creatures and wouldn't it be so awesome if I had a pet unicorn, but then we grow up and we learn that unicorns aren't really real and we stop hoping to ever see one or participate with one. So what I hear that people are reporting is that the vision and the mission of Venue Real Estate is resonating with a deep heart's hope and longing in people that have, through experiences in life of getting beat up and beat down by the exigencies or the difficulties of life, that they've stopped believing in a better future. That this is just how things are. It's time to grow up, knuckle down, hustle, and just get your piece of the pie. But that a lived example of people using their skill and expertise to promote other people into success that is beyond theirs, that they don't have access to participate in. It's a bit of a unicorn. Now, in last week's video, which you can go and watch, I promoted Tracy Kneedler from Bozeman Real Estate Group. Now, why I did it is that we had just finished up a transaction, and Tracy's real estate representation so perfectly exemplified the culture of Bozeman, this sense of a collaboration together in thriving in community, that I want to see her do well. Now, she's in a different brokerage than me, and I promoted her, and I want to see people go to her and that she could do well. Why? Well, it's just like in my years at Cold Smoke. I was at Cold Smoke, and then Daniel came to Treeline, and that now I am paying for a latte that I injected expertise into to make, that I don't get to receive the financial compensation for. I paid to have this latte, but my enjoyment, my reward is the fact that I get to savor the flavor of what success in succession tastes like. I participated in the success of this new barista. And so likewise here in the Bozeman community, it's a part of our roots that we succeed together. That as the pioneers came into this region, that they circled their wagons together for a time and lived out of their schooners. And they had a fire at the center of that circle every night as they would go out in the day and chop down trees in the forest together and split those to make their log homes, and then come back together, have beans and some beef around a fire, and then sleep in your canvas covered trailer for a night, and then go out and do it again. And then as one person's home was finished, that then they would all celebrate and build the next home, and then dig a well and then get that water from there so they didn't have to walk all the way down the creek, and so on and so forth. That they built into success together. They were building thriving community by brokering properties through collaborative commerce together. And so as people report to me that I'm somewhat of a unicorn, what I hear in that is that there is the nature of hope and of longing for more and increased success together that lives in the hearts of the people that I get to share my vision with. And so I'm not a unicorn alone. There's lots of unicorns amongst us, but I believe that they've shrank back to their stable lives behind barn doors, hunkered in their bunker, and have begun to think in modalities that is competing for their piece of pie and surviving rather than thriving. So my encouragement to you is that hope is the belief that the future can be better than the present, and that we have the power to help make that a reality together. So whether you're at the bottom of the totem pole and you're just dragging bottom in our community, either emotionally, physically, or financially, there's hope. That hope is the belief that the future will be better than the present, and that we have the power to help make that a reality. But then likewise, if you here in the Bozeman community are crushing it, things could never have been better in your life. You've never experienced a point in your life where things has been as good as this. The same holds true for you as well. That hope is the belief that the future can be better than the present, and that together we have the power to help make that a reality. So, going back to our roots, it's time for all of the people of a hope that have longings to see a better tomorrow to gather together, to circle the wagons of a herd of unicorns, and to grab a hold of the belief that our future can be better than the present, and that together we have the power to help make that a reality. If you'd like to hear more about my real estate practice, what I'm up to in collaborative community, I'll leave my contact information at the end of this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in next week's video.